Old Fat Joe, come on in here, you. Your hype man then turned to a bird to the feds and says that you are the lucky recipient of a $20 million lawsuit for getting your freaky deaky on. Am I shocked or surprised? No. Am I tired of Fat Joe? Yes. Fat Joe, the guy who wants to act like he has permission to say the N word and be down, and he just been on this podcast with Jada Kiss, and I feel sad because I like Jada. But times must be tough that you sitting there with a snitch and the guy who had ghostwriters and who really wasn't. He's a good MC. He ain't great. He wasn't better than Big Pun. And I've been so tired of Fat Joe slumping behind, like he just hanging around people, and he thought he gonna be the last one standing until someone came and got him. The demonic industry is going down one by one. And I'm gonna tell you something: birds of a feather tend to flock together. He been hanging out at the same circles as Diddy and Jay-Z and DJ Khaled. They all in a circle. Meek Mill, they all in a circle. It's all going to ring round the rosy. You play ring around the rosy? You play duck duck goose? You gonna be it. Now, his former hype man is saying that Fat Joe was doing all kinds of coercion and all kinds of things. You gotta wonder how he been getting his bag. Now, I saw him at the World Series, and that was pathetic. Ice Cube dusted his behind in L.A. If that was a remote versus, that was one of the ones that was a straight out, you got served. He's stumbling out of the Yankee dugout, and he stumbled. And he been stumbling. And he been a product pitchman. You know, always something off about old Joey Crack. Never been big on him, never got the hype. Just the cat lean back. What's love? Did all them hooks and we was trying to sing and we be thugging with R. Kelly, all that stuff he did. He had a lot of stories about people. Terror Squad, what he been doing? He don't sell no records. So what's he doing for the coin? How is he getting over? What's his story? He comes up on his podcast with Jada Kiss and says that, hey, we paycheck to paycheck. So, really? But you walking around with them thick ropes around your neck and your brown outfits on and all this. What all that work you did with all these people? Where your money at? It ain't what you think it is. It's fakery, and it's just another window dressing. But am I shocked? Could it not have happened to somebody else? Fat Joe is one of them people that I couldn't stand. Because I think he's a culture vulture. I think that he thinks he got the right to say the N-word. We got to go get him down with what's on the ancestry, Dr. Henry Gates. We got to get him on the show. We want to know Fat Joe's ancestry so he can say the N-word, and how much does he have it in his DNA? We want to know. He wants to identify so bad. You know. He wants to claim Luther Vandross. Fat Joe is giving me Michael Rappaport vibes and Bill Maher vibes. You know, the mediocre cats that got invited to the cookout, but they really didn't have the goods, but because they said the right thing at one time, and some turkey believed they messed and said, okay, we'll let you stick to the cookout and make you come to the fish fry if you eat that. And he'd been sitting there with his beard bone and his knife and fork grinning and shuffling and thinking that he can get away with saying stuff and feel that his inherent right. And he just as much of a culture vulture and is fake as Busta Rhymes with it. Oh, now they don't want to claim FBA and they don't want to claim black folks discovered no, but they want to eat off of the culture. Let's see if you want to eat off the culture now. Because now this is an interesting situation. When the cat went to the feds and he's talking, you know what that means. And Fat Joe, you got $20 million. And so they coming with some loot, Now, do I believe every lawsuit that's alleged against somebody is going to stick or something? No, but I'm going to tell you something. There are patterns here. There are patterns. Tyler Perry, there's a pattern. That's been sitting there. Shannon Sharp, they get the pattern. This situation, is bound to his hype man. It's the ones closest to you. You don't pay people off. You be doing whatever. You think you thump their ears. You be talking trash. They document everything. If you think I'm lying, remember in Carlito's Way when the whole thing went down with Al Pacino's character, and his right hand man was the one that set him up. Gotta remember that it's the ones close to you. It ain't the ones that you just assume. It's always the ones because it goes everything you do and watching you like the police see it. So all the people he associate with, but Fat Joe's always been janky and suspect. So I'm not surprised. And I do believe there gonna be more coming through. How they clean up the industry and what will stick and what won't. But this is how they get you. They go to the feds. That means that they got something on you. That means eventually you're going to have to settle. You're going to have to do some talking. You got to get your mouth moving. We're going to see if Fat Joe stays fat or does he get slim and trim because he's been talking about losing weight. We're going to see if he gets DEXA trim or South Beach diet or somebody diet. Because if this has any actual legs and foot in it and it's actually real, he going to slim up real fast. He going to get on that slim fast real quick. But believe me, all the badness that's going on in the industry, Cat Williams told you was coming down the pipeline 2 days. A year ago on Shannon Sharp Store. Told you to watch out. It's just the start. Everybody associated with Diddy has some situations. Birds of a feather flying out the same nest. It's coming. It is coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I never could stand Fat Joe. I don't wish that on nobody. However, am I shocked or surprised by hearing about Joey crack, and I don't care? No, he a jive turkey. He always been kind of off. So he's the latest in the freaky deaky. And it's not a good look. And his hype man didn't turn him in and he talking to the feds. So you stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay well. I'm out one time. Peace.